Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How you doing? It's Valentine's Day. Are y'all cooking tonight? Are you eating out? You got a big plans? What's going on in your place? Coffee's going on here. If you aren't watching our page or you haven't liked our page, head on over to Facebook. Look at Coffee Time with John and Mama. There's over 160,000 followers. So don't sign up on a page with less than that. And like it, follow it, share it, do all those things y'all do so well. I'm going to quickly make some ranch. Y'all seen me do this a time or two, but I'm going to show you anyway. So here we go. This is going to be quick. This is 2 tablespoons of ranch powder. And this is y'all's brand. And this is what I'm putting right in here now.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to put equal parts milk and mayonnaise, and that's it. And this is for our salads tonight. We're having cowboy ribeyes and salad and baked potato. Mama's going to finish up the baked potatoes here. She's got them washed and in the stack cooker, ready to go in the microwave. Y'all seen my ranch. This is y'all's brand. Going over to their website, get whatever you want. Put my name out there when you get ready to go, John in capital letters, then they'll give you 10% off everything you bought. So that's about a half a cup of milk, half a cup of mayonnaise, and 2 tablespoons of y'all's ranch powder. Mama, what are you doing? Tell me.
I've sprayed
Let you watch Mama.
avocado oil.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what I've got
What you got?
And I've just coated the potatoes. And then I've got kosher salt or sea salt.
Kosher salt, yeah.
And I'm just going to sprinkle some on these. Rub it on them. That's all I'm going to do. And stick it in the microwave for about, what, 8 minutes?
8, 9 minutes. That's a big one. Better go 9 minutes. And I've got the ranch done. This is going to be from start to finish, folks. I'm going to put a little bit more salad or mayonnaise in here because I think I shorted me some. I was done without measuring because I've made it enough I can almost look at it and tell. But I think when I was done, I thought, is that enough mayonnaise? This is enough mayonnaise. It's filling right now. This is what I love about this ranch. It's just mayonnaise, milk in the powder. It's nothing else. I don't have to guess at it. I don't have to worry with it. Oh, thank you, Mom. It's going to be right every time. It's the same every time. And that's all I have to do. 2 tablespoons of y'all's ranch, half a cup of milk, half a cup of mayonnaise, and I've got homemade ranch here ready. Look at that. Look at that, how thick and delicious. Look, it's holding on to the floor. Perfect. And that's ready to go for our...
I've got some sea salt in my...
Oh, you do, Mama. I'll get it out. We don't want you having sea salt extra. Throw it in that ranch. Now, we're going to travel. I know y'all like to travel every once in a while. That's Mama's stove. Hold on just a second. I'm going slow. I about dropped you. Let's go over here to the stove and let's fix these cowboy ribeyes up. Can't beat them. Thank you, Joe and Miss Pam, for sending these delicious ribeyes. Can y'all see? Can y'all hear that roar of that microwave? That's another reason I hate to bring y'all over here. Y'all seen this little red container before? Let me push this back. You've seen this little red container before. This is our marinating Tupperware container. And when you look in here, you're going to see these 2 big cowboy ribeyes. They call them cowboy ribeyes because they leave that bone in there. Look how thick. I've never bought myself one that thick. Now in here is a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and the juice of this can of pineapple. These pineapples, and Mama, you didn't put much coffee in here, did you?
Well, I didn't know if you was gonna, I put the pineapple juice in coffee, but I didn't know if you was gonna use any of it to cook it out or what.
Pineapple juice and coffee's in there. And a little bit of Worcestershire, and that's it.
Steak season.
A steak season. What kind of steak season? Oh, y'all's Southern, or y'all's steakhouse.
Fancy.
Fancy steakhouse.
Here it is. What I had.
Bring it over because I'll need it, and the yellow one too. This is what she put in there. Now I'm going to put butter. I'm putting 2 tablespoons of butter right in here. And I'm going to cut this down because I want it hot, but it don't have to burn. I don't know if I can get both of them in there. Miss Pam and Joe, I'm going to have to buy a bigger skillet. I've got a bigger skillet. But this is one we usually use. Wonder if I can get both of these in there. I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to switch. Is that bigger skillet here, Mama?
Not the orange.
The orange skillet. Let me try it since I done got butter in here. Okay. There they are, folks. Let's see what I can do. There ain't no way I'm going to get 2 of them in there. So we're going to go with 1. Now I'm going to put the Fancy Steakhouse on top here, even though it's in the marinade. I want it on top too. I've never had ribeye so big they wouldn't go in my pan. This is the y'all's brand Southern Secret. I'm going to turn the heat back up just a little bit. Can y'all hear for that microwave? I hope so. Y'all can hear it, I know, but I hope you can hear it in spite of it too. So I'm going to leave this in here on this side for 3 minutes. I'm going to have the larger skillet because I got to put it, will it fit in the easy bag? What is that large one I just bought? Is that it? That's the bread one, ain't it? Is that a bread one?
Yeah,
Where's that one I just bought, that huge one? I seasoned it. It should be in the stove.
Oh, it's down in the bottom.
Down in the very, 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 very bottom?
In the drawer.
In the drawer. I know.
There's somewhere's in there.
I was thinking, Mama, I've seasoned it. I know it's got to be close. Let's switch skillets. We're going to have to change our whole game plan. I'm going to switch skillets to get a bigger one. Because I'm going to have to put them in the oven, and I can't do separate. And both of us eat at the same time. Boy, this is a big old 12-inch skillet, and look, it barely fits. We're going to have to put more butter. We'll catch up in just a second, folks. We'll catch up in just a second. I'm also going to use this big oven. Let me get these other skillets out. It's a rare treat that y'all get to see the big oven fired up, but we're going to fire it up tonight. Bake. Start. 350. Preheating. Alright. So you can see our butter's melting. That one's been in there a little bit longer. I'll make sure Mama gets that one because she'll want hers in there a little longer anyway. Ah, hear the sizzle. Hear the sound of the sizzle. Now, so if you got big old steaks, you're going to have a big old skillet. You can tell we usually get the little ribeyes that are on sale. So my skillet's usually big enough. Now I'm going to scoop these up here, and I'm going to go ahead and lay my pineapples that have also been marinating. I know people will say, you can't cook pineapples in an iron skillet, John. Well, y'all just watch me.
There it is. It's on now. It feels better.
Are y'all?
Yeah. You want it back over there? It's on for
Are y'all back?
It's on for right now.
Y'all left. Let's see here, Mama, watch and see when they come back. This is the new internet, so I don't know, folks, if we're going to ever have uninterrupted filming. So the steaks have been on for about 2 minutes. This one may have been on a half a minute more, but it won't hurt it. They're thick. And I've got them on medium high. And we're going to let them cook about 4. These are an inch or more. I'm going to let them cook about 4 minutes on each side. Then I'm going to put them in the oven and finish them off. I like them rare, but I do like them done. Or medium rare. I don't want them too undone. What are y'all saying? On and off, Becky? I hope we're on. We're back. You can get some out. I don't know if I want steak sauce or not. Depends on when I taste it, if I think, I need a little sauce. What are y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Y'all out eating? Are the restaurants crazy busy tonight? Good evening, Leslie. How are you? Hey, Sandra. We're having steak too. Mama wanted steak. So we're having steak, baked potatoes, salad, and rolls. Mrs. Schubert, she's come by and fixed us some rolls today. Sister Schubert. Mama always corrects me on that because I get it wrong every time. This one's been in longer and he seems to be frying more. Let's see what our problem is. This electric stove. I don't care if the government is trying to shut down gas stoves. I want one. These electric stoves, this stove in particular, you either have to have it on high or you don't get any heat. You can cook some on real low, but the eye pulsates on and off if it isn't on high. And you can't control your heat that way. So I'm going to try to find the gas stove for here. We have gas in the Cannon kitchen, so I don't think it would be that hard to hook up. See that char? That beautiful, beautiful char? Now it's we're going to leave it on this side for about another 4 to 5 minutes here. And then in the oven it goes to finish off. And it will be delicious. This is the seasoning. Fancy Steakhouse from y'all's. And it's going on this side. And this is also y'all's Southern Secret. And this is the garlic and onion. Most delicious. A lot of people only want to grill their steaks outside, which is great. If you've got the grill set up or you've got a gas grill you can turn on, run out there, run back in. I always enjoy 1 or 2 a year grilled. But for the most part, I just want pan seared oven finished steaks. That's the way I prefer them. See, our pineapple's good and charred. We'll throw him right up on top. Look at that. Hawaiian ribeye in the making. I'll have to remember to get this one closest to the handle because that one has had a little bit more heat on it. And Mama will appreciate more heat. Yum. Can you hear the yummy? Let's see what y'all are saying. My neighbor has to talk outside. I can't. I'll keep my electric. Yeah, I like the electric too. You mean stove? Oh, I don't like electric stove. I like the gas. I can control the heat right down to low to high. I like that. We're already getting there with a good sear on the bottom. Look at that. Well, I'll tell you what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. Leftover steak. The electric stoves, the old-fashioned one with the eyes, the coils, I like those much better. But you know, you just can't get those anymore. You have to special order them. The glass tops are easy. I guess they're easier to clean. But they're still hard to clean. You have to scrub. But I can control the heat on the older ones better, and I can control the heat on gas better. Is any of y'all out there on my side where these glass top stoves? I have gas and it cooks amazing. That's what I think, Rita. I love the gas. I'm gonna have to turn the fan on a little bit here. We're browning. We're browning up. Oh, that's going to be amazing. Mom, I'll get it. I'm going to put a little bit more butter. It's already softened. That's butter for the top. And I'm going to put a little salt. And a little bit of black pepper. Now, because that oven was an afterthought and I was going to use the Easy Bake in the smaller pan, it's going to take us another minute. So, it's in there, but the oven is not at temp. So, usually, I do, on our little ribeyes, I do 3 minutes on each side, 6 minutes in the oven, and they're perfection. These are a little bigger. So I've done about 4 minutes on each side. And I'm going to give them about 8 or 9 more minutes in the oven because it's only up to 210 degrees right now. That's all we got. But they will be delicious anyway. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? Hey, Connie. The new cool tops cut the heat down auto too. Oh no, George, do they? I was tempted, if you can't get a gas, just get a new coil top stove. Mama says I complain too much about it, but it is such an aggravating thing. Mama, I detect my salad is bigger than yours.
I detected this too.
So why did you do that?
Because I don't want that.
Because that's vegetables and you don't do vegetables?
I can't.
Look at this gorgeous salad, just like downtown.
This is a miniature.
This is a sample. Look at this gorgeous ranch. It's so thick and delicious.
I know it's beautiful.
Look at that. Look at that. I love the ranch. I love the homemade ranch. So we've got a few more minutes to go. Okay, it's 7, it will be 6. So about 7:05, let's take it out, Mom. Yeah, 7 more minutes. Y'all ever had Hawaiian ribeyes? You're gonna like them. The pineapple just adds a good flavor. Doesn't make it pineapple. It doesn't make it. And the acid in the pineapple does help to tenderize it, even though that coffee is on the job tenderizing it as well. But are you excited, Mama? Is this what you've been wanting?
Yeah.
Now you gonna eat that whole ribeye tonight?
No, you know I never eat that whole one.
That's what you said you wanted, Mama. I think y'all are cricket. Did I get this cricket packing around the stove?
Not even what I said I wanted, but I know I can't eat a big old thing like that. That said 18 ounces.
18-ounce ribeyes?
Yeah.
No wonder they're so big. Thank you, Pam and Joe. That's a meal. We can eat on that for the next 3 days. What was I saying? I was talking about stoves. Did I get any love on the stoves? Does anybody else not like the glass top stoves for cooking?
You want cheese on yours?
Yes, please, ma'am. I know I gripe about that sometimes, but I just want to be able to be in control of my heat.
You want croutons on
Yes,
yours?
please. Just put anything else you got.
Carrots.
Everything,
I got
bacon,
bacon
onions.
and onions.
Yes. Put it all. I'll take it all. Because I know you're going to ask me each one of them.
Well, I
You
want to make sure.
I want it all. You're the one that's
Here's
picky.
the spoon for your dressing.
Sometimes you're mistaking me for the picky one. Anyway, back to the stove. So the stove, it's either you got it on high, or you can't even fry an egg, seems to me like, without waiting and waiting and waiting. And it doesn't heat evenly, and it doesn't hold the heat. It just pulsates on and off, on and off. Drives me crazy. I love glass top. Certainly, I like the look of them. I like you can clean them a little easier. But other than that, I don't. Love something. I hate every glass top stove I've ever had. Dorothy, thank you, because you understand what I'm talking about. They're just not. The old coal stoves, I use those. We use those most of my life. You turn it on, it's on. You turn it on low, it was low. You turn it on high, it would be high. You can put it on medium high. To me, you're either cooking on low or you're cooking on burn with these stoves. Because you put on anything else, it's just on and off. Isn't it wonderful when that microwave quits? I'm at that age.
I turned the fan off. That's what I turned off.
Oh, whatever, just turn it all off. I'm at that age where, let's just have a little peace and quiet.
It's right in my head and I couldn't see.
You know, it's funny. I remember this one time we went to these people's houses. And they were older. I mean, they were probably, well, they were retired, I guess. And I remember the sound of this clock in their house. And their house was so quiet. I could hear that clock. Tick, tick, tick. And I thought, they probably didn't hear it as well as I did. And it wasn't extremely loud. It's just I could hear it. And I remember thinking, this house is too quiet. These people need a TV and they need it turned on and they need some music. I will never like a house that quiet.
See if that's tender enough for you.
If it's Fort Tender, I'm good, Mama. And now I think, gosh, that was a nice house. It was quiet.
I can't stand a loud ticking clock though.
I can't stand a loud ticking clock either. But I don't think they could hear it as well as I did, or it would have drove them bananas. But I'm sure they liked it, because now I like it. You youngins out there, you're going to change. You don't believe you will. I used to have to sleep with the radio on, sleep with the TV on, constantly in the car, I had to have music, radio blasting. Now I'll drive for hours sometimes, and never want the radio on. I turn the radio on sometimes to get the weather, or get the traffic report, but my phone will give me the traffic and the weather. So a lot of times it's just quiet. I'm old. I know. Mama, I don't think I can eat all that salad. I don't know what. These bowls are bigger than our regular bowls.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at this bowl. And look at this salad.
that's giving you a good portion.
Woo, Mama. That's like a chef salad without the meat. That's like a salad that you would get as a entree. Between that steak and this baked potato. Look at this baked potato. I will have a couple of good meals. I'll just have to do half and half and half and half.
Half and half and half and half and half.
Yeah, I'll have to dip my dressing so it don't ruin my whole lettuce. Y'all can't put dressing on your salad before you go to work.
Put it to one side, meat off that side.
Oh, okay, Mama's got it fixed. Same way here when I was younger. The radio was always on there. Ever turn it on. I know, baby. I know, and it's so nice, isn't it? I like to just go out and hear the birds and hear nothing. Your steak is done, Brenda.
No,
We're going to do one more minute or so, Brenda, because that oven really was just climbing up. It hadn't really got its... If the oven was at 350, it's just now at 350. Mm-hmm. So if the oven had been at 350 to start with, 6 minutes would have done it. But I'm going to go another 1 minute.
I'm going to put my butter on mine.
You better put your butter, Mama.
You're going to put butter on yours?
Butter. Well, Mama, I'm going to go ahead and go with the odds, and I'm going to cut mine in half.
And that's what I've done, and butter 1/2.
And I'm going to put this one aside. I'm going to take the bigger half, and I'm going to lay this aside because
Lay it over here on the road.
Yeah, I ain't going to mess him up because I know I'm not going to eat all that. I know I ain't going to eat all
It's
that.
one potato.
And maybe one steak. You reckon?
Well, you will eat the steak for breakfast.
I do like steak for breakfast. Now you've hid that butter, so I can't find it. Was you hiding the butter, Mama?
Well, not necessarily, but
I don't know why Mama does it. I tell her she does it on purpose. She says she don't. But if she puts a pan of French fries out here, out of the Easy Bake, then she'll have to agree with me, and she will. If she puts a pan of French fries or anything with a dipper or a spoon, she always puts the spoon on the other side, and it's over on the handle. It's way over there. And I'm like, oh, Mama, I can tell you put that. Well, I didn't mean to do that. It's where she's right-handed, and she does it, and she lays it down on the side. Don't you, Mama?
yeah.
And she's like, I didn't mean to do that.
I didn't.
Or like if she's done better, she'll let it way away from the table.
When I'm through with it, I'm through.
Well, you're through, but you ain't through with it, are you, Mama?
No.
All right, Mama, I'm going to get the steaks out, and we'll test it,
Okay.
and you can bless it as good or bad. You gonna move everything around one more time?
No, I was doctoring my potato.
Oh, we'll
ready
take a
to
bowl
eat.
and an inch and the plate an inch.
Y'all
Watch
need
it.
a set
Y'all watch
back?
it. No, you can't lift that. You watch it
I
while
can.
you all watch it while I get the steaks up. Mama, you can't lift that.
I believe I can.
One of the
My goodness.
hard-headedest women you'll ever meet, Miss Frances Davis.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Mama.
You talk about meat.
Meat to eat. I'm gonna take this one that I'm gonna call mine because he was the last one in, and he probably got less heat. And if it's okay, then yours will be okay. Look at that steak. Woo, Miss Pam, Mr. Joe, thank you so much for sending this.
I'm gonna cut mine in half because I know I won't eat.
I'm gonna see what the inside is, Mama.
Oh, it needs more cooking.
Well, this one is the least one. Cut yours. Verdict will be in moments shortly. Let's watch it.
It could need more.
Huh? It could do Dina Boar.
It could do some more.
You gonna put it back in the oven?
Yeah, don't you think it needs more?
No, I really don't.
I'll try it.
I think that's what you'll eat. I know mine's fine.
Oh no, it ain't. I see yours.
Mine's okay though, I think. Let's bless it and eat it, Mama. You ain't got nothing else? We got everything we got coming to us?
I guess.
Well, nobody knows like you, no, Mama. You ain't got nothing in the refrigerator?
No, I didn't fix nothing. No coleslaw.
Get your little red stuff. Look at you all in red. You got red stripe, and red vest. Are you cold?
Well, this is what I wore to town this evening.
Oh, Mama's been
Right.
towning. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the wonderful friends that gifted us to us, dear Lord. We just thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for all you've done, all you're going to do, dear Lord. And be with all the prayer requests, dear Lord. We have many, many prayer requests out there for healing and for needs around, dear Lord. And we just pray that you'll be with each and every one of them in your powerful and special way. In your name we pray and ask all these things. And amen. All right, Mama, you didn't get any bread. Roll, Mrs. Schubert, Sister Schubert, whatever her name is. Whoever she is. Sister Schubert. Let's see, mine turned out just perfect. And mine didn't stand there as long as Mama's, so I'm sure hers is. What do you think, Mama?
That's good.
Well, they're all good, Mama. Folks, it's as tender as your eyeball. It's delicious. We do appreciate Joe and Miss Pam sending these for Valentine's Day. And Mama, this is what you wanted. Don't get used to this kind of meat.
I'm not going to.
This ain't on sale at the Save-A-Lot.
I reckon not. It'll never be on sale.
I got something on my shirt. I hope that's water. See, it's cooked to perfection. Had it been a 350 oven I put it in, I would have cooked it 4 minutes on each side, put it in the oven for another 5 minutes, 6 minutes, finished it off, and that would have been fine. So what I've done is I cooked it 4 minutes on each side in the grill. Then when I put it in the oven, it was on 250, 240 or something. So I cooked it about 8 more minutes, and it's turned out just right.
It's good. Got good flavor into it.
It's delicious. Well, folks, that's all we got on Valentine night. And we're going to say you all have a wonderful night. Have a blessed night. Enjoy yourself. If you're out on the town, be careful. If you're home snuggled up warm and safe, be thankful.
Oh, yes.
Find you something good to eat and make you some memories. Thank you for joining us tonight. Sorry about the shuffling. Didn't know I was going to have to shift skillets and ovens. And that's living, folks. That's the real life. Mama, you got anything you want to add tonight?
No.
Just Mama said Can y'all translate that? I will. It means it's so good I can't quit eating. Is that hitting the spot?
Yeah.
And how's your steak?
It's real good.
Cooked to
It's just right. That piece is.
cooked to perfection.
Oh, yeah, you're a good cook.
I'm not, but I like to try. Folks, have a blessed night. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. And y'all have a great tomorrow, too. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You know, I hate to bring this up, but back being the 14th day of February, and February having 28 days,
So it gone.
half gone, folks. We're headed right directly into March, in spring. So if you can make it this many more days, you'll be out of February. 14 days. You'll be home free. It's spring month coming. Say good night, Mama. Say happy Valentine's Day, Mama.
Well, my mouth's plumb full.
I can't never catch her mouth not full with this steak. At least she's getting some protein. Mama, don't take another bite when you get there.
God, good night, Mama, and God bless you as well.
And happy Valentine's.
Yeah, and happy Valentine's Day. And you won't see me in red for a few days anyway.
Because you got to do laundry.
Yeah. I wore red for a week or so now.
Bye, y'all. Have a